Jesus got into the boat again and went back to the other side of the lake, where a large crowd gathered around him on the shore. Then a leader of the local synagogue, whose name was Jairus, arrived. When he saw Jesus, he fell at his feet, pleading fervently with him. "My little daughter is dying," he said. "Please come and lay your hands on her. Heal her so she can live." Jesus went with him, and all the people followed, crowding around him. While he was still speaking to her, messengers arrived from the home of Jairus, the leader of the synagogue, and they told him, "Your daughter is dead. There's no use troubling the teacher now." But Jesus overheard them and said to Jairus, "Don't be afraid, just have faith." Then Jesus stopped the crowd and wouldn't let anyone go with him except Peter, James, and John, the brother of James. When they came to the home of the synagogue leader, Jesus saw much commotion and weeping and wailing. He went inside and asked, "Why all this commotion and weeping? The child isn't dead, she's only asleep." The crowd laughed at him, but he made them all leave, and he took the girl's father and mother and his 3 disciples into the room where the girl was lying. Holding her hand, he said to her, "Talitha cum," which means, "Little girl, get up." And the girl, who was 12 years old, immediately stood up and walked around, and they were overwhelmed and totally amazed. Jesus gave them strict orders not to tell anyone what had happened, and then he told them to give her something to eat. Devotion for Saturday, April 28th. Only believe. The dramatic change in the lives of people touched by the power and presence of God through the early church proved to be a nearly irresistible magnet, drawing many to believe in and follow Jesus Christ. It was clear to observers and participants God was at work transforming individuals and communities through this new movement. It was also clear that they may not only want to see what was going on, but they also longed for such salvation, healing, and wholeness in their own lives. Jairus seeks Jesus' help for his young daughter. People coming from Jairus' home bring news of his daughter's death and beg that he trouble the teacher no further. A desperate situation has become futile. But Jesus turns to Jairus and says, "Do not fear, only believe." Jesus enters a home of wailing and mourning where he asserts life over death, belief over fear. Today, people still look for evidence of God's transforming presence in the church and in the world. When they find that evidence, they often turn toward it, seeking to be close to the God who obviously is at work, changing lives in such dramatic ways. Where do you see the signs and wonders of God's active and transforming presence most visible today? How can you and I make ourselves and the entire church more available, thus permitting those signs and wonders to occur within and through our lives? One way the early church made itself available was by going where the wounds were, because that is where Jesus went to heal, witness, serve, and offer life abundant and eternal. Can we do as much? And a quote from Reuben Job: "God of salvation, call us to belief, heal us, and send us forth." Amen.